Virginia Commonwealth University is Virginia's major urban research university. We serve about 32,000 students, 17,000 faculty and staff on two campuses here in downtown Richmond. What we're seeing at a regulatory level is increasing requirements to secure data. And that is almost an anathema to the academic environment, which is a very open environment.
We have faculty members that need to share a lot of data. We have students that are basically in the residence halls, like at home, where they want to do whatever they want to do.
We are not an enclosed campus, so before with our wireless and wall connections, anybody could have come in off the street and connected and used the university's resources.
Students will come in with their laptop or their PCs and bring them on the network. They expect it to just get onto the network and start working. We want to make sure that they at least meet certain requirements.
The resident halls actually became known to be a hotspot for viruses. It was a plug-in at your own risk type of deal.
We're looking for an end-to-end solution, really, and we felt that Cisco would be able to provide us with the services, with the equipment, and the systems that we needed to do that end-to-end solution.
We had already implemented a number of other Cisco network solutions, and the NAC appliance from Cisco made a lot of sense.
What's great about Cisco NAC is that it allows us to monitor the network, and if we find any abnormalities, we can research it, and if we find that it is a compromised machine, it allows us to immediately kick that machine off the network.
When a student comes into the dorm, the first thing they do is connecting either through the wired or the wireless network. They will be challenged with an authentication to look for antivirus being on there and some type of spyware. Now, we have also looked at implementing some audit features to look for particular pieces of software that might be harmful. One of the big things that academic environments have is students wanting to share copyrighted materials over the internet. With the NAC appliance, we're able to track those down immediately and stop them. Now we know who the student is.
In the past, we would have to investigate by tracking the IP address to a specific router, and then from that router to a switch, and then physically go to that location to unplug that person. That could take days. Now the response is immediate. The appliances for Cisco NAC are actually very flexible. It allows us to tweak it any way we want, and also enables us to be as restrictive as we would like without really affecting the end user.
So we needed a solution that would integrate the NAC appliance in with our security solution, which was the Cisco Mars solution.
The monitoring and the auditing and analysis that we do with Mars, as well as the NAC solution and our IPS, allows us to take all this data, allows us to build reports.
We wanted to have Cisco's Advanced Systems group to help with the architecture and design. We said, if you design it, it's going to work. And they agreed and took the full responsibility for making that happen.
And usually vendors that we looked at specialize in one or two things, but we wanted to take this across the board. I mean, everything from our routers to our switches to our NAC solutions to our VPN to our monitoring, the IPSs and Mars, and even our wireless.
One of our success measurements for the NAC appliance in the residence halls is the number of complaints we get from violations. They've dramatically dropped. It's the number of attacks that are going on from the residence halls to the rest of the VCU network. There are virtually none.
All the time that the staff used to spend on finding and cleaning up machines can now be spent on more value-added services to the students. And in terms of recovered staff time, it has more than paid itself.
We're here with the MPLS network. We have a lot of ASAs. We've put some new IPSs, the latest and highest grade IPSs on our network, and now we've fully integrated NAC into a lot of sections of our network. I think we've reached, from a technology standpoint, an amazing feat.
The difference in Cisco is we know that we have a partner that's going to stand behind the network and make it work.